All right, before you ask, yes, you're taking a long rest. Because it has in fact...
You made me laugh and you messed up my drawings.
Because it's been several months since you defeated Cryovane. And I have nothing really to describe because I want to know what the players of the last game have been doing in the past few months, since they've been either living in Phandalin or living outside of Phandalin, or what's been going on.
This prepared. You didn't tell me I needed to have a whole thing prepared.
Well, that's part of the game. You have to.
You can go last and binge it.
Yeah.
Does that mean wing it?
Let's start with Big Fellow. What has he been doing in the past few months?
What Big Fellow's been doing for the past few months is he has been helping out more with the shop, since the main shopkeeper was tragically killed when half-orcs invaded it last campaign. So he's been more of an administrator in the fashion world of Phandalin, and he's since upgraded Sally's model to be able to interface with a giant, larger mech suit that she can control and function as her own sentient being, and not just a simple steel defender. But she still has not been able to speak. So when she tries to convey things to someone, she'll have to do a performance check to see if she can accurately convey what she wants to other people to know.
Okay. So, has Big Fellow been setting fashion trends?
Yes, he's been a traveling mannequin. We wear the latest fashions of the town.
So many top hats.
Yep, and also because he's been standing guard for centuries and centuries, he has knowledge of past trends that he can bring back into fashion.
How do you think the town of Connieberry, with this new Warforged population, has been going?
Big Fellow has no problems with it. Big Fellow doesn't really have much time to interact with his brethren, but he leaves that up to the captain. He has more fun working at the shop than actually going to Connieberry.
Yeah, I would think the captain probably got upgraded to the mayor, and he's running Connieberry with the Warforged. They kind of made a monument out of the Colossus husk. But I would say that a lot of a few of the Warforged probably ventured out into the world to see what's out there. It's a brand new world for them to explore, and it's not in wartime.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about Chaka Kahn? Last we saw her, she was running off in the sunset on top of Xanth and the Centaur, and they were going to spend a romantic weekend together, or something like that.
Yeah, the weekend turned into several months stacking up with Xanth. And
oh my.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Also, yeah, we joined a Centaur, a group of Centaur, I don't know, hippies.
Centaur.
They're kind of nomadic. They're nomads. The Centaurs being free.
Hey,
and we explore each other's dreams through my mind link, and we call ourselves the Dream Team.
The dream. Wouldn't it be the Dream Bird?
I don't know what I was expecting for a name there. That was it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I'm done.
No, you do the sort of thing.
I don't have anything else to say. Fuck it.
But eventually, you make your way back to Phandalin. You're you kind of the exploring the world kind of made your way back to Phandalin eventually. I know last time we saw Dargon, he had literally and figuratively hung up his dartboard shield.
Good.
Yes, I imagine that he finally just hung it up and threw that perfect 9-dart game, and was like, I can't improve. It's time to it's time to rest. And so he did.
Do you think he stayed in Phandalin, or?
I mean, I could see him. He already was sort of lived there, so I could see him just sort of staying there as a. Just because it's a nice, easygoing sort of thing. It's not a tropical getaway type place, but it's still a nice, small town with no more white dragons attacking.
Maybe he got himself a nice farm on the outskirts.
Maybe he took over the apple farm, the orchard on the edge of town.
Oh, did that adventurer who lived there just die? It's like took it over.
If the DM says so, then yeah.
Yeah, sure. Like he was in. I mean, like we never went there in the game, but there was like an elderly ex-adventurer who managed an orchid inside of town, and maybe you went there to help him out. And he just likes you so much, he's going to inherit the farm to you.
Ancient's named a Dartigan Appleseed.
Yep. See here, what has Bun? What has Averkan been doing? I think he was starting a church of what's his butt?
Corellin.
What's his butt?
Yeah.
Oh, hail the god of butts!
He ended up is speaking more with the elven delegates and such, and has kind of gone into. He has spoken with other clerics of Corellin, and has basically had like philosophical arguments with them, mostly over what kind of god Corellin even is, because the elves are like, no, he isn't a sun god. He's the god of magic, music, art, beauty. Are you saying that the sun is not beauty personified? I guess. And just dead wall of a absolute stubbornness / stupidity.
But I think you said he did kind of establish like an altar, like an official altar.
I think he was actually allowed into the church in Phandalin finally, as opposed to simply just slapping pamphlets onto the outer wall of it.
Yeah.
He still stands on a soapbox inside of it, though. I know, partially because he isn't tall enough to stand behind the podium.
Well, the shrine to Timora was the only religious area in town, so I would say that they converted one of the unused buildings to a church of Corellin, which is much better than a shrine. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Dartigan, remember, worshipped the shrine there.
Though he had to recarve the symbol on the front door because he was a sun god and not a moon shape. So.
Zyzzyx, if you had time to figure out what you've been doing.
I do. I have one question for you. Remind me of the names of my two best friend lizards that I brought to Phandalin.
Wingus and Dingus.
One name was Suz, I think.
And the other was now Zuz. That is now a thing. Okay. So, Zyzzyx has been attempting to rebuild his village from scratch, but after seeing the effects that technology can have on the world in his adventures with Big Fellow, he's having a hard time just rebuilding the status quo. However, he knows that his tribe needs the status quo, so he's deemed his two right-hand lizards, Suz and Zuz, to be bishops in charge of getting the village built back up. And they've established a surprisingly well thought out trade route of weapons and ammunitions with the surrounding cities, as they've realized how well, how in need their skills are. Zyzzyx, however, has not had much of a role with that, despite his title of king. He's not so secretly been spending a lot of time with Sally, as he has also not so secretly been quite infatuated with her.
Oh.
Even though she is still unable to communicate perhaps there's something deeper going on there?
What? Sally is a child.
Not in... Well, so is Zyzzyx, really.
What? You're a
Lizard, hey. That's what the king has decreed.
He's a king. He can do whatever he wants.
Wow.
So maybe Sally, this is mechanically, I actually have a note here that says, ask Joey if maybe Sally doesn't have disadvantage when, quote, communicating with Zyzzyx.
Maybe you two might have an understanding.
Was that not that secret? Like, was that not obvious in our whole campaign before that Zyzzyx had a thing for Sally?
No.
Really? Oh, I was always hanging out with Sally.
I picked that up. I mean, I picked up on that. So I got your back there.
You better watch out. Zuz and Zuz got their eye on her too.
I really thought that I laid that groundwork with Zyzzyx and Sally.
The fact that Sally has the appearance of a 6-year-old.
But I knew
on it.
That's really funny that okay. For like months, I thought that I was laying that groundwork ever since Sally came into the scene.
I was laying the groundwork to be a pedophile lizard man.
Look,
yeah. How about we change this to a more fatherly love?
Okay.
For the child.
Like Jacob and Renesmee.
Mentorship.
Or an extreme friendship.
You dare lecture a king on his penchant?
So you have a trade route. That's pretty cool.
This is what happens when I'm put on the spot. I become a pedophile.
That's alright. You know, Chaka Khan's calling you.
We're 16 minutes. Joey.
I do have a trade route, Joey. That is what I have decided.
Cool. And your tribe was kind of fairly small, mostly civilians. I imagine it's been growing. They've been like reproducing, trying to refill their ranks a little bit.
Lizards do.
Yep.
But yeah, what has happened is that we've even despite the attack, we have not turned into a militant tribe. We've really focused on interacting and assimilating with the humans around us and the other races around us.
Sure, maybe you kind of reestablish your village like closer to the edge of the forest, so you can have easier trade routes with handling. Yep. And last but not least, Murook.
After he figuratively and literally shut the door on part of his life, he decided to, study, but kind of introspect for a while and ponder life and figure things out. And while he was doing that, maybe drank a little too much of the mushroom wine.
Yeah, he did.
And tapped in a little too deep into the wild magic, and oops, accidentally became a sorcerer. Like,
oops, I'm now a sorcerer.
Like all of a sudden, all this wild magic within him just surged forth, and he's just started. It just kind of all clicked in his head, and it's like, huh. So that's how that works. And
I like that being. Oh, so that's how random chaos magic works. I understand this now.
Well, it's less an understanding, and more like, huh. I kind of know how to direct this a little bit better. So instead of just bleh,
you are embracing the chaos in a sense that you feel you will be able to control it in some aspect or not, and you are not fearing it anymore. That's how that's what I'm hearing.
I have embraced that part of myself, and in so doing, have become more.
You no longer need to rage. That's your secret.
Well,
No,
I
that's
can
my
still
secret. I'm always raging.
no, I'm not that much of a barbarian, but I can still rage if I have to. But I can also, but I have other options at my disposal besides, hit the thing with axe. Now I can hit thing with axe and an exploding sound. But that's a bit of a joke there. But I decide, yeah. I decided rather than taking the easy option and having someone just give me a way home, I'll figure it out myself.
You go, girl.
And maybe I'll find a way through this wild magic to, find a way back to Sigil, or even better, home. Who knows?
You got it.
Or maybe I won't, and I'll just wander around a new world, finding new adventures and finding new drinks. Who knows? So it's all cool.
So you spent some time with some of the local magicians and magic users in town and tried to hone your magical abilities some more. It's still unpredictable, but you're able to harness it some more. Okay, but other than all that character stuff, life in Phandalin been pretty quiet. Without the threat of orcs and white dragons and bandits, town's kind of thriving. Passengers kind of make their way through Phandalin. They make a point to drop by the tavern and hear the stories of.
I think you mean tourists. I think you mean tourists instead of passengers.
Oh yeah, passengers who are riding a cart who are tourists.
Oh, okay.
Passers-by, as I meant to say, but yeah, they want to hear the stories of the Phandalorians and how they brought down Cryovane and how they fought the Cult of Talos and all their misadventures. And I imagine Murook is more than happy to tell them a tale. It gets a little more extravagant every time he tells it. But I'm just putting words in your mouth. I don't know what you'll do. Maybe you don't like talking about it. I don't know. But the past few months, but all right.
Good talk.
So yeah, it's been a quite a few months, and like always, we're spending the day at the Stonehill Inn. Or the night.
I'm buying Sally a shot of oil, as I have always done, and no one's apparently noticed.
Right.
Now I can
Sally
put your
takes
own
the
character
oil.
traits here.
Sally takes the oil, not really sure what to do with it, and just pours it on top of her head.
Nice.
It's so wholesome. Nothing wrong with it.
They sound pretty
You
sexy.
did make a much younger avatar in this one, so it got weird.
Well, it's always been kind of.
You know what? Thank you for someone noticing it. Yes, it's always been a little weird.
Again, we were talking about Leon the Professional, in which a hitman has a semi-romantic relationship with a 12-year-old.
Well,
This is just that.
it's just that.
You can do whatever you want, D&D, man.
You're a king.
Yeah.
It's good to be the king.
It's good to be the king.
Zorsashi's just in the
Anyway.
corner, just going, Why do I even bother staying here? Why?
So we have a couple new characters. Zorsashi,
Zorsashi.
Why do you go to this place? It's always rowdy. You can't concentrate on your tea.
So first off, to describe the character, Zorsashi is a purple tiefling.
He looks tall too.
Reddish purplish skin with purple horns and dark purple eyes. He sits there. He has a sheathed sword, it seems, as well as wearing just sort of comfortable robes. The way to think of him is sort of the stoic samurai sort of look. But he always comes in, sits down in this corner, and drinks tea. What kind of tea? Iced tea, green tea, herbal tea? Nobody knows.
Is there steam coming off his tea? I look at his tea.
Make a perception check.
That's not your role to say.
It's my tea.
You cannot tell me what rolls to make. Joey, I look at his tea. Can I tell if it is hot or cold?
Mark, is your tea hot or cold?
It appears to be hot. Although it could be cold steam.
Or it could be cold steam.
Interesting.
He takes his tea with cold ice.
Dry ice.
Dry ice. That's
Dry
it.
ice.
Yeah, that helped the joke.
Me a tea on the rocks.
Hey,
He
ain't nothing
is
wrong
a
with iced tea.
fling. He's not an iced tea fling.
Oh, we made that joke last time.
Oh, dang it.
Every time you order tea, like, either and or Thistle goes, like, you're the only one who orders tea around here. Like, the elves don't come here. You know how they're all into tea, but...
Well, it's just mean that it's more tea for me, and you can get rid of your stock a little quicker than let it just rot in back.
I mean, you've been ordering so much tea, we're gonna have to restock pretty soon.
Well, that's why I come here, because I know you will always be able to restock. I mean, I could go to the other tavern in town, and that's what you prefer.
Oh, you won't find any
Tea
reasonable
there.
tea at the Sleeping Giant.
You barely find reasonable drinks.
Well,
I hear they're still rebuilding after that big bar fight there that the adventurers caused a few months ago.
That's crazy.
oh, those
adventure.
adventures.
Oh, hey, it was a fun fight, though.
Turns back and is like, "Were you involved in the fight?"
Well, kind of, sort of, yeah.
How's the fight?
Well, I'll be sure to stay out of your not make you angry. Stay on your good side.
She's talking to me. I don't know.
Murook.
Oh. Whatever. Chaka hears you guys talking between her and walks away.
Nice.
Yeah, I just randomly put the tokens. That doesn't necessarily that means where you were.
She was waiting on her next alcoholic beverage and was just at the bar.
I mean,
There's also another new face, or perhaps not. Buns, tell me about your character.
He is fairly tall for a human, about 6'2". Basically, I probably described as a pretty boy, and has surprisingly bright yellow hair, hazel eyes, is currently wearing some chainmail and has a huge hulking hammer sitting on the ground beside him, but also basically a tool belt around his waist of other various tools like hammers, clamps, a couple of other things.
Wow. On his hammer that is sitting on the floor, Are there any like religious symbols or runes carved into it?
Nope. Fairly basic in design, but well crafted.
Okay.
And,
As a crafter of fine materials, how does Zyzzyx appreciate the craftsmanship, or does he think he could do better?
I don't know. It looks like it was done by a professional, whatever that means.
no, you would
So
say
Joey?
a blacksmith. Does he have a smithy in town?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking Bun.
Yes, actually. Anybody that's been hanging around the actual town itself, he had recently come in to take over the was there a smithy beforehand? I forget.
Yes, there was.
Yes.
Okay.
His friends are the ones that helped out at the smithy.
No. There was not a smithy. There was only before my guys came, there was no crafting happening in the town. It was only selling.
Oh yeah, it was all trade, right?
Right. So he came in a little while ago to start up a smithy to basically assist during the rebuilding and to help out the place.
Gotcha. So this person started up the smithy, is what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
They came in with crafters and stuff like that when they rebuilt.
Gotcha. I have to assume at some point, either my guys were approached you or were approached to help with the crafting of weapons and things. Nope, nah. We had already established our own trade route. Nah, you're a competitor. This is a problem.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Well, competition is healthy.
I want monopolies. We're gonna run you out of town. Is the problem?
Go Zyzzyx.
No, I picked the shoe.
I imagine that.
I get it.
Imagine these big lizard folk, all muscly, dark sunglasses.
They're
Like-
so tiny. Is the thing? They're like 4'6". No, they're big. Aren't Lizardfolk big? I don't remember.
I think if they stand up straight, I think they're like 7 feet tall.
You know what? These Lizardfolk are tiny. I specifically recruit tiny Lizardfolk for my intimidation because you don't see it coming.
Because like the smaller the frog or lizard, the more poisonous they are.
That's what they say. That's
Also-
at least what people think.
Also, they have a straight shot at the. Well, let's just say they have a straight shot at a very tender area.
At the strawberry basket.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to mention. Mark, your character's name is
Zorsashi, the sighted blade. You did say Zorsashi.
Well, he didn't
And,
introduce
Bun.
us.
And Bun. What is your character's name?
His name is Lemon.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we're both named after fruits, except I'm not.
Full name
That's
Lemon Weiland.
Hey, I'm King Zyzzyx. That's a fine looking weapon you have there.
I consider it more of a tool, but thank you very much.
Aren't weapons just tools with specific purposes?
I suppose.
Where'd you get it?
Crafted it.
Yourself? I look him up and down.
Yes. Sometimes you need a bigger hammer.
Sometimes you need a smaller nail. And then I walk away because that made no sense.
I make those too.
I've already walked away.
Chaka Kahn asks if she can sit next to Lemon. Or she asks Lemon, is this seat taken?
Of course, madam.
Oh, thank you. And then Chaka Kahn introduces herself. And then she compliments Lemon because his skin is like glowing, and she asks him what his secret is.
Just natural, I guess.
As Zyzzyx comes over, I pat him on the back and say, "You tried, man. You tried."
Hard to make friends. I also wasn't trying.
Then Chaka Khan asks Lemon if he's a dreamer.
Dreams can sometimes get a bit too lofty. I like to stay low to the earth and just do my daily help.
That's respectable.
And of course, we have Sally here.
Sally
Who,
tries to make an introduction, but she failed her performance and came off as hostile and crazy.
So, but we're all used to it. So we all know that she's trying to say, "Hey."
Maybe not Lemon.
Well, not Lemon
I was
though.
not quite used to it.
Sorry.
Yeah, but ever since Big Fellow kind of went on the road with his designs, Sally has been Big Fellowless, just hanging out on her own.
She's not on her own.
She's a big girl.
She's got Zyzzyx,
Yeah, she's in the entourage of the king.
who moves over and sees she's about to cause a commotion. And non-creepily tries to help. I didn't realize that she looked like a 6-year-old. I didn't realize that this whole time.
It's okay.
It's creepy or not.
I mean, like, Chris posted pictures in the channel. You might have missed them.
I am sorry, but this is now canon.
I figure she didn't look like a 6-year-old human. She's the size of a 6-year-old, but she looks like a robot.
Well, he's infatuated with the technology. Let's go with that.
Oh, he's a technophile. But bump.
You somehow curved into another form of creep. So
that's better though.
Your discretion.
I don't know about that.
We had a nice PG-rated
Sorry.
D&D podcast here until you brought your weirdness into it.
Sorry.
We got you. You need to quench that thirst. You need to push that thirst elsewhere, buddy.
I do like what you said. Like the father figure, he feels protective, so he sees her getting into some trouble. He kind of moves over next to her and just make sure that no one's,
a chaperone.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. And then also Quizlix climbs on the table here and licks his eye.
As he's wont to do.
Everything okay here?
Thistle comes over and brings Lemon and Chaka their food.
I believe that the child may have had a bit too much sugar.
Oh, it's not a child. I mean, you look at me, do you think I'm a child just because it's short? Is that what? I'm just playing with you. No, that's one of those Warforged. You might have heard that a lot of them came into existence lately. But that was a little special. That was a construct that one of our resident Warforged made, and she's kind of out on her own now. She is a little creepy, but you get used to it.
I give Thistle the stink eye when she says she's a little creepy.
Sally tries to pantomime that she's unable to speak, but that she's happy to to make Lemon's acquaintance.
Yes. A little ray of sunshine, Sally.
The glowing red eyes were a little surprising, but pleasure to meet you, Sally.
They glow even brighter now because she acquired a new friend.
Do you have a problem with glowing eyes? As Zorsashi has overheard this, and you notice that as this Tiefling, he doesn't have pupils. He's got solid, bright purple eyes.
That's terrifying.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I didn't realize tieflings don't have pupils. That is
a solid color.
No, Zyzzyx is totally comfortable with non-human entities. He's happy they're here.
Tieflings are like horned chiss from Star Wars.
With the big old bug eyes. Okay. Good to know.
Maybe not the bug eyes, no.
Zyzzyx nods at Zorsashi approving when he comes up and is like, yeah, good for you.
My liege.
Nice.
Thistle kind of walks away and goes, he's not a king, he's more of a chief.
Well, I kind of, as she does that, I kind of say, well, what do I call, how do I refer to a chief in the same way?
Sir?
Zyzzyx will do. And I hold out my tail for him to shake.
He kind of just looks at his tail.
And then I shake it like he shook it, and then I put it away.
You guys intertwine tails? Is that what's happening?
I hold I forgot I have tail now. I hold mine out and I
Are we avataring this?
I shake with my tail.
I like how Thistle has had to deal with these people for so long that she just knows it all.
She just knows exactly how to handle. All right, so it looks like me and Zorsashi have just had a tail shake, and we're now best friends. He doesn't know that yet, but I know it.
Oh, great! I'm the new Sally.
Oh, you can never replace Sally.
Murook just kind of looks at all this and goes, "I get a little more mushroom wine, thanks."
Oh, you have a touch of stuff in. Oh, like maybe ever since you've been honing your magic, mushroom wine has become more manageable for you.
Yeah.
Murook, come meet our new friends.
Alright, I grab up my wine and I walk over and say, "Hello there."
This is Lemon and Zorsashi.
A pleasure.
I see that you are also not from around here. I am as well a far traveler, as it were.
So how far have you traveled?
Quite far, actually.
So you've seen the in-between, maybe?
Quite far physically. I have seen not quite the in-between. I mean, I'm working towards seeing the in-between, but haven't quite reached that yet.
Oh, don't you worry. It'll happen.
In between what?
Existences.
Oh. Okay.
I know quite a bit about that.
Oh, like what?
I'm a Kalashtar. You ever heard of us?
I've not heard of you.
Oh, well. I have all the collective memories of all my ancestors before me. It's pretty sweet. If you ever want to dream together, let me know.
But can you see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Does that mean if one of you have, develop one of those minds that just take, that don't like thinking about stupid things they did when they were younger? You have every memory of some stupid thing your ancestors have done.
Right. I try not to let it get me worked up. I've had several centuries to work on that, training myself.
I actually have to say that is quite impressive.
We all have memories like that. She just has she has She's just had a lot more time to work through it.
Yes, we all have time.
Yeah, it's a practice of mindfulness. Really.
I see
You
what
seem a
you
lot
did
more
there.
traveled than me.
Mindfulness. What was that, Sir Lemon?
You seem a lot more traveled than me.
Are you from this local area?
No, I came in because they sounded like the city needed a smithy after all of the hullabaloo, and decided to offer my assistance.
So you prepare and make swords and weaponry and perhaps armor as well?
Bored.
Well, I was thinking more like door hinges, nails. I know new shoes for for any horses.
A horse cobbler.
A smithy, yes.
Less
In
weapon,
my
more
land, we call them horse
utility.
cobblers.
A fine profession. Maybe not as glamorous as one who makes weapons and shields and armor, but
Personally, I find the weapon makers not necessarily needed.
Metal does need to be worked for non-violence as well.
Swords and the plowshares, so to speak.
Indeed, not the entire world revolves around heroes.
I don't know about.
I mean, you're normal.
I kind of give him that hand wave gesture, like.
Sally goes right back to up here to where the little man statue is, and just sits down by it.
Gives him a little pet.
As you say, the world doesn't revolve around heroes. A little kid runs up to Murook and asks for an autograph.
Nice.
I've been down, pat him on the head, write my name on a little piece of parchment, and send him on his way.
You don't give him just a trunk stamp? Oh, is that racist?
I don't like getting the ink off my trunk.
That's fair.
Right next to him, Paul runs like, "Want my autograph? I'm Ant-Man."
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm Chaka calling you want an autograph. Like, no, they're Murook fans. They don't know.
Like other people just go to the hole and ask for an autograph. Paul runs like,
The kid wears a sock on his nose.
Shocker.
Yeah.
I find that incredibly adorable.
I'm gonna be a Loxodon when I grow up, just like you.
Oh, that's so sad. He can't do that.
I just kind of like a little tear kind of forms in my eye, and I'm like, that's you can. Thank you very much. And I just kind of.
You could be whatever you want to be, little boy.
Yeah, you just kind of.
I turned to Zyzzyx real quick, and I kind of whispered to him of obviously you've never heard of true polymorph.
Don't know, have I? I say out of character.
That's the shapeshifter.
I think I've heard of. I mean, I can.
Well, I mean, true polymorph could probably do something like that.
I mean, maybe one day you could become an elephant, Zyzzyx, but...
Oh. He just needs to study nature a little bit more.
Yep. Yeah, so it seems like you guys have...
Have I seen an elephant before? Can I wild shape just a trunk?
Maybe a trunk, yes.
Okay. I wild shape just a trunk, and then I use my and then I wink at Zorsashi. And then it goes away.
You can't maintain this trunk for very long.
I kind of look over and kind of tilt my head sideways.
No, you didn't see it. You didn't see it.
If your trunk lasts 4 more hours, please consult the cleric.
I am, just in case you have things in store for us, I have taken off a wild shape check mark, just so you know.
So you guys are chatting, getting to know each other a little bit more. When the front door of the inn kind of opens, and you see a large large figure kind of step in. You notice it has wings and a tail and a beak.
Uh-oh.
And you don't see many of them, but this is Eric Hokra that just walked in.
Yeah, you really don't see a lot of those.
Is this the race that speaks English or only mimics?
No,
Those are
that's
English.
Okay.
common.
Don't have a token. Don't have a token for 'em.
Excuse me.
But you notice this one kind of has the appearance of a pigeon.
Oh.
It has those big dumb eyes that kind of look in opposite directions. And he comes in and goes, Telegram.
Of course.
I don't believe there's anybody named Telegram here. I would have noticed that.
Oh, who's the telegram for? My good
Got mail
sir.
here.
Sally runs up to them and snatches it.
Oh, you know the penalty for stealing mail, little girl.
Zyzzyx walks up, says, "She's the representative here for mail. We're good.
She's not a little girl. She's a woman.
She'll be a woman soon. She's not yet a girl. Not yet a woman."
Big fellow should make some upgrades next time he's around, so this isn't
This
as
is a
awkward.
lot. This is
Well,
a
then
lot.
Zyzzyx won't be interested in her anymore.
No.
The
We'll
bird
see.
person goes, well, I'm looking for the leader of the Fandalorians. That's who it's addressed to.
Well, I take off my crown and tip it to him, and then I turn it around and look at it, and I say, "Well, looks like that might be me." And then I put it back on.
Sally tries to do a little performance act, trying to make her look like the leader, but fails miserably.
Murook just kind of shrugs and goes, "Sure, why not?"
You gotta stop performing. You're making Zyzzyx excited.
What
The
does
Eric
a lead-
Hokra hands Zyzzyx the letter.
Awesome. I don't open it, but I take it back to the table with the rest of the Fandalorians.
I know this is gonna sound weird, but can I
And I
see
put
if there's anything weird with the letter? Just
Give me
Also-
an investigation.
Zyzzyx has it.
also, hold on. I put my crown on Sally.
okay. I get right.
So I do show. Now I have it. I'm not opening it myself, and I say, "This was apparently addressed to us."
We got a 10, huh?
The crown hangs from one
So-
of the horns.
You look at the envelope. It has a very fancy seal, but you're not quite sure who it represents. But in fancy gold lettering on the front, it says to the leader of the Fandalorians.
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on it and then open it.
With the 19 history, does Sally know what the seal's from?
Ooh, that's a good point. Maybe I didn't cast that. Let's see what she has to say.
You do recognize it.
All right. Let's see her. Sally tries to do a performance to let everyone know what it is.
With maybe some advantage for just Zyzzyx, since we're such good friends in the fatherly bond.
I kind of turned to everybody else and was like, do you think we should get her do you think we should get the little robots woman a pen and paper?
That's not that much better.
And she tries to pantomime the history behind the seal, as described by the narrator.
Her interpretive dance.
I perceive her performance.
I'm trying to do a charades. Like, she's not quite getting it across.
Have I ever seen the, being a far traveler, have I ever seen the
Give me
seal?
history. Give me history.
Ah,
Nope.
it's definitely not from the far-off land which I hail from.
All right, I definitely cast Dispel Magic and open it.
It's a bomb. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang it! I dispelled that! I didn't dispel bomb! I don't know that.
No, you open it up, and it says from the desk of Lord Nevermember.
Never remember?
Is basically the Lord of Neverwinter.
Big deal.
Which is the largest town closest to here.
Does my trade route or not mine? It's obviously Zuzz's. But does it deal? Do we go so high that we have to make deals directly with Nevermember, or do we deal with kind of his lower management?
Oh no, he's like the lord of the city.
Okay, you would
deal with the trade exchange and
the
other people there, and
he's the current lord in this time.
Yeah, he's the current lord.
Okay.
And I imagine being so new and kind of they don't have many dealing with like lizard men. I imagine you're doing most of your dealings with Phandalin.
Oh, I haven't gotten that far yet. Okay.
Just after a few months, it might not have gone that far.
I mean, our weapons are really good, though.
Oh yeah, you've been making a nice profit off them. They enjoy your weapons.
And the problem is that they last so long that like they don't need to buy new ones.
At this point, I actually lean into King Zyzzyx and say, you should probably tip the messenger so they leave, because I imagine they're still standing there watching us.
Yeah, he's just there bobbing his head, looking in random directions like pigeons do, with his hand/wing outstretched.
I give him. You know what? I give him 2 whole golds.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and I say, "Be gone."
His eyes go even wider.
And then I look at Sally.
I'm eating good tonight.
That's like a month's worth of tips.
Yeah.
Sally gives thumbs up.
Nice.
I can retire. The first day on the job, and I can retire.
Isn't a gold like 2 days worth of high lifestyle?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Like.
Okay.
He goes, I was just expecting some breadcrumbs, but this is amazing. Yeah, he flies off.
Did he fly in, like, literally flew out the door? He took off while in the building? Wow.
Sure.
That's really impressive.
These messengers. I hold my hand up towards the door, which I assume left open, and then shut it with thaumaturgy.
Can you do that?
A bunch of feathers are just left
I
behind.
can do that.
That's kind of gross. So I should have written this letter down. For some reason, I completely forgot to.
Make it up as you go, Joey.
But to summarize, it is from the Lord of Neverwinter, Lord Nevermember. And he's asking you to. He's presenting you with an opportunity. Kind of goes over a brief history about how Phandalin. They rebuilt Phandalin with the goals to be a frontier town, to take advantage of all the mining in the nearby mountains, and it's been such a success, despite some mishaps with the dragon, that they want to try something similar with the town of Leyland, which is kind of to the south of the Sword Coast Trail, kind of closer to the Nevercrypt forest in the south. And he's hoping that it can become a waypoint between Neverwinter and Waterdeep, kind of in between spot. So it's easier to do trade between the two cities. And they've had some success. They've been at it for about a month. Starting to rebuild a few key buildings in the city. Most notably, there's a cathedral devoted to the god of Lathander, which are hoping to become a major presence in the city. And they're starting to establish a fishing community within the town because it's close to the coast. There's actually a salt marsh between the city and the coast, and the city and the coast. There's kind of like the salty marsh. And he's hoping to that the Phandalorians will basically help out the town with any problems they might have, because it's bound to attract some no good attention if left undefended for too long. They do have a small standing military there, but what they really need is heroes like you.
We certainly are heroes. I look at Chaka, Kahn, and Murook as I say that. And Sally.
If you all are heading off to do something like that, might I join you all? I've been wanting to tour the area a lot more. I'll say I can hold my own in a fight if necessary.
The more the merrier, I'd say.
Well, what
We should
specific
test it.
skills do you could you bring to the group?
Yeah.
Well, watch this. And I cover my eyes with my hand. Alright, try and punch me.
I go to punch him in the face, but instead I try to hit him in the kidney with my tail instead.
I can actually... I don't know what Sunshine Shally just did.
Well,
Punch.
nobody ever knows what Sunshine Sally does. That's part of her charm. Her young girlish charm, apparently.
As you go to punch me, I instinctively just dodge out of the way of your... Not only your fist, but also roll pending. Roll pending. I'll be 14. No, it's not!
Well, I was just going to assume that for flavor that whatever I did, you beat it.
So, while I may not have dodged the tail swipe, I did react to it.
Okay. Even though it was so crazy. Like, you couldn't have expected that to be coming.
Nope. Not at
Okay.
all. I uncover my hands. My hands, as you can see, are translucent. I kid. That's a joke.
I am looking real hard at your hands. Hold on. They might be translucent, as far as I know.
Well, here, watch this. And I hold my hand, I touch his hand. Now your hand is temporarily translucent. Try the same thing.
I put my hands over my face. And you have a tail, so I'm expecting a tail swipe because I see your tail.
I flick him in the nose. His hands are not translucent at all.
Dang it.
I'm just over here trying to hold in a laugh. It's like
I get flicked in the nose. Seems like he brings a lot to the group.
See? That's why you need me, because none of you can look through hands. But I can.
Interesting parlor trick.
I look over at Lemon. He did introduce himself. We have his name. Yes, we know that.
Everybody's wearing a name tag.
Nice.
It's a small room, and Chaka introduced.
That's right. Well, clearly we have a hand chanter, which could obviously come in handy.
I will.
I get it.
Are you interested in lending your expertise on an adventure?
You need a blacksmith?
I look over like his weapon, and I would make it very obvious that I'm looking over it in disdain.
Mr. Levin, how? Go ahead.
And I say, yes, but maybe we're in need of a better one.
Mr. Lemon, how good are you at forging and protecting headwear, fixing dents and whatnot?
I try not to brag, but I do have skill in that, yes.
Well, if you need a reason to have Lemon join us, I take the crown off Sally and smack it so there's a dent.
Sally is not happy.
I put it back. I put it back. I see we now you all need services of Lemon.
Chaka Kahn.
Was that Zyzzyx crown, by the way?
It wasn't. He made.
Well, this was made of glass that it shatters.
it was clearly not like. Yeah. Yes, but no. It was not his official kingly crown. It was just a showpiece, and
it's his crown about town.
Yeah. It's his crown about town.
I was making sure it was that, not her helmet.
That's. Oh
yeah,
God.
no, I'm not hitting her helm of her dread helm. I'm hitting the crown.
It's in these past few months, he's embraced his kingship, and just he has multiple crowns for different things, and this was just another crappy one.
Lemon ends up picking up the crown that was just smashed, and just one moment.
I'm looking aghast, like.
Ends up closing his eyes, just focusing for about a minute or so, and just in his hands, it starts to remend itself into the proper shape.
Huh. Is this like extra than the cantrip mending? Because I do have that. I would recognize that.
Yes, this is mending.
Okay.
This is blacksmith mending, not Lizardfolk mending.
Sally doesn't know the difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, of course Sally doesn't. That's her innocence is what draws me to. Wait, I gotta stop that.
Yeah.
But once it's mended, it's back to Sally.
I think it'd be great to have a blacksmith on our team. If Zyzzyx's child bride gets injured, we've got someone to take care of her.
You're not living in
Chaka Kahn mind links Lemon, and she asks him what he thinks of Zorsashi, like, and if we should let him join the team. Because she tells him in her mind link, yeah, like, she's like, in all my memories from my ancestors, I've never seen, no, she's seen Tiefling, but she's never seen the, like, benefits of having translucent hands. So.
Wait, was that real?
No, that was a.
So
we're just letting this.
So to be clear for players,
like your hands.
For players, my hands are not translucent. I did that to mess with Zyzzyx because at heart I am Mark and I need to play polite practical jokes. But I can see. When my hands were obscured, I could see, or my hands were obscuring my eyes, I could see, and that's at the very least the point. Whether Chaka Kahn recognizes that was me embellishing the truth of that is all up to Sarah.
I thought you had Nicolas Cage and Next, and you could see like 10 seconds into the future.
No, that'd be cool though.
Okay, that's what I gathered from it. You know what? That's what Zyzzyx gathered from that interaction, and until he's proven otherwise, that's what he thinks.
Go for it.
Chaka thinks if everyone else wants Zorsashi to join us, then she's like, whatever.
I think that being able to see 10 seconds in the future is very useful.
Yes, it would be, yes. Kind of gives a confused look, but agrees.
And I wink at you.
Lemon, not our peer character, but you might think there might be some opportunities in a new town.
Don't worry, I've got it.
Backseat role player.
Yeah, he's trying to give me a reason as to join the party. Don't worry.
Oh shoot! Does Lemon not want to join us? Damn.
I know.
I honestly can't blame him based on this interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Lemon considers it, and well, since the town is pretty well rebuilt at this point, work has been a little slow lately. If I hear right, hero types end up getting paid rather well, and I could use the money to for equipment and more materials. So, I suppose.
Sally tries to welcome him into the team with a series of hand gestures.
She just does the Crip gang sign.
Lemon will mimic them back to her.
Which is the sign of the Vandalorians.
Nice.
They're the third gang. Crips, the Bloods, and the Fandos.
Then on to the next scene.
Yeah.
On the way out, I take my crown and I look it over, and I'm sure it's expertly, like, it's more mended than I could ever hope to do. And I look it over and I make like a huff sound, and I carefully place it on Little Man as we walk out.
It's where it should be.
I bow to the Little Man statue, my liege.
Like I am disappointed at how expertly it was fixed. Like, it's better than it's ever looked.
Oh no. Oh no. Jealousy does not become you.
I'll just have him killed if I have problems. And like, this king thing has really gone to Zyzzyx's head. I'm not sure if that's clear or not.
Yeah. Just to make Zyzzyx happy, the giant hammer or the maul technically. Lemon ends up picking it up one-handed and just carries it out with it over his shoulder.
But you look scrawny, right?
At first, but then you notice his outfit is sleeveless, and you notice he is stacked.
Okay. Interesting.
He's ripped.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to change your icon I drew for you, because it sounds like he's a lot more.
Oh no, he's still a pretty boy. It's just he's got arms.
Okay.
He does not skip arm day.
I thought they were vanity muscles, but turns out maybe they're not.
Yeah, more than just toned.
Got it.
I wonder if skin sparkles in the sunlight like a vampire.
No, like a not real vampire. Those aren't what vampires do.
He actually might.
Real vampires burn in the sun.
No, real
You guys are all leaving.
Real vampires sparkle like Robert Pattinson.
No, it's not a real vampire.
Oh,
You guys are all
before
leaving, but we're not quite leaving for Lelon yet,
Okay.
because it is the middle of the night.
Oh, I guess they go upstairs. No, I go to my house.
Oh, I need to. Oh yeah, before I leave the bar, I walk over to Thistle and say, "Hey, Thistle, I know we're not going to be back in town for a while, and I may need the sending stone in case, you know."
Smart.
Oh, I wasn't mean to be eavesdropping, but I kind of overheard. Like, I knew you guys wouldn't stay in town forever. He reaches into her little pocket, gives you the sending stone.
But it has been a pleasure being here, and you have been a not small part of that, and I appreciate you very much.
Is that a dig on her height?
No, I'm just being friendly. There's a,
I know you.
Some people are naturally nice, Brice.
Oh.
The first moment we met, you saved my life, and I'll never forget that. But I knew you couldn't stay here forever. And she gives you a hug.
I give her a hug back, and I say, "That's life, just a series of journeys. You never know where it's going to end."
Find a way. But if you ever find a way back,
life finds a way.
If you ever find a way back to your actual home, just make sure you stop by first.
Aww.
I will make sure to. I'll make sure to make the tour, and before I go.
I was just imagining Thistle being heartbroken at asking for this thing so bad. He's like, I knew you'd leave me. You just wanted to break my heart.
So she takes it off a locket around her neck.
Oh.
Actually, hold on. Wait. Before I go, I give her that piece of jewelry from my homeland as a memento
Aww.
that I've been carrying around.
What does it look like?
Ooh, that's a hard. You're gonna have to come. I'll have to come back to you on that one.
Okay, well, but it's something from your family or your hometown, something like that.
Is it like polished ivory?
Does it have a lock of your hair inside it?
I think that. I'll have to. I'll have to get back to you on that.
She puts it around her neck, and although it looked small on you, on her it's like she's wearing like an alarm clock or something around her neck. Oh, this is heavy. But we can say you spend the next day getting your affairs.
Before we go to the next day, all I want to have is Quizlix go up. I saw that Zorsashi is moving towards upstairs because presumably he's staying there. Is that what's happening? Are you moving upstairs? Okay. I just want Quizlix to do his best to sneak upstairs and see which room is Zorsashi's. Not go in or anything, just see which door he goes into.
Yeah, I'll play that straight. I was gonna do a jokey thing, but I'm gonna play it straight. Let's go up. I do want to see if I perceive him.
Yeah, so roll a stealth check.
From Quizlix? Okay.
Yeah.
And just go against my passive perception, which is 14.
What is stealth dex? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
As long as it stays 10 feet away from me, I don't sense it. I go into room 1Z.
Okay. I take note of that. Literally gonna take note of that right now in my notes.
Even though we're not coming back here.
I shut the door, and I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something.
Did you say room 1Z?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
remember, I have no reason to do this, so never mind. You're fine. Sorry, you're fine. I'm not gonna do the thing I was gonna do. Joey, I will ask, during the course of the night, are the people in any of the adjacent rooms super noisy, for whatever reason?
I'm not sure if Murook is still staying here or not.
I never did quite find somewhere else to live, so I am probably staying in my usual room. I've probably been staying there for a while. So yeah, I snore. It's loud.
Oh no!
So Murook is.
All our old icons. Ew.
Are we all in your room?
We're all talking about the
So did you staying in? Are you staying in like the big like the big room next to Murook? Because if that's the case, you definitely hear him snore.
Sally looks like a woman in that. That's what I'm used to.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Closest I can get to a little baby.
I just.
If you can see the whole body, she's like has like a. I use the gnome as a base, so she's like really short.
Oh well, I didn't see that. So
you were going for the Metropolis robot sort of feel for that Zyzzyx.
Well, I remember she was described as dot matrix. To be honest with you, I remember that was explicitly in her description, and dot matrix was hot. So maybe this is just a thing Brice has to work through.
Yes. Work through that on your own.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, so what are you doing?
You can mind like
what are you doing in your rooms, or Sashi?
No, I can't see that. All I wanted to see was so this would not be public knowledge. All I know is that he's 1Z. Oh, Z for Zorsashi, I get it.
Alright, so the next day, you kind of get your affairs in order. Say your goodbyes.
Big fellow packed Sally a lot.
Is a big fellow in town?
He's in town
right
doing
now, if you say your goodbye to your middle father.
I'll watch over her, big fellow.
You'd better take care of my little girl. She is only 6 months old.
We'll make sure that she doesn't.
He replaced the dog who was eaten by a shark.
And we will make sure that we'll keep an eye on Zyzzyx because
he didn't know. He didn't know. And it's too late now.
Do not trust any opens.
He has feelings which cannot be unfelt.
He's already what's the word? Imprinted on her. Yeah.
So you can see Leylon to the south here.
Now we know these surrounding lands pretty well. Are we able to just go as the crow flies through the plains as easily as we would across the roads?
You probably could, but for the sake of this story,
okay,
you decide to make a stop at an inn that's at the crossroads here.
Got it. We need supply. We can't go that whole way without supplies, so we gotta stop for supplies. All right.
You need to rest at some point. There's manticores flying around.
Oh. All we gotta do is talk to him to...
Yeah, even though you pass by this area a lot, this inn that you plan to stay at for the night is pretty much brand new. It's been reopened in the time since you defeated Cryovane. It's kind of like one of those stores in the it's one of those stores that you see, like, it's been a pizza place, it's been a donut place, it's been a yoga shop.
Gotcha. We got to see what it's up to now. You've sold me.
So you heard that it has new management. It's called the Wayside Inn,
and it's a froyo shop now.
Yeah, they serve a froyo.
Love it
as a side business.
Love it.
So you make your way from Phandalin to the Wayside Inn. It's kind of a intermediate stop between here and Leylon. And as the night starts to fall, you see the inn in the distance. and the lights are all on. You see signs leading to it. But as you get closer, an oddly shaped building sits at the juncture of the Tribord Trail and the High Road. Two entrances to the building are apparent. A smaller one at the northern corner, and a larger one suitable for beasts of burden and wagons near the first. Right now, both set of doors are under attack by humanoid figures.
No.
They have already breached the smaller door, and they are starting to make cracks in the larger. So as you get closer to this end, you see these humanoid figures just banging against these doors. And it's not for the Froyo rush. So, they seem to be trying to break in.
Can we tell what kind of humanoids they are? If they are, bugbear, orcish, goblinoid.
I step in front of Sally.
Give me a perception. I also have new music here for the map. That's a little bit more.
12 for me.
20 for me.
I'm not caring to look. I'm stepping in front of Sally, and that's that.
Just so you know, Sally is inside of her little mech suit, and she's looking elsewhere, so she hasn't put the brakes yet. She's still walking forward.
Okay, describe the mech suit. Does it look like Edge of Tomorrow mech suit?
I posted something earlier. It's like if you've ever played Trombone,
I have not.
The spin-off of like a Mega Man, like the suit that the mech suit that she like.
Tron Bond. Oh yeah. It's Bond, by the way.
Tron Bond, but it's not like that she pilots.
Okay.
Oh.
You could also imagine like the lifter suit from Aliens, if you want to imagine something.
Got it. That kind of tracks with the Edge of Tomorrow mech suit, I think. The lifter suit from Alien.
Yeah, so imagine that.
Okay. I still try to stand. Nice. I still step in front of it and then realize, like, oh, she's like 8 feet tall now. I'm good.
Yeah.
And I try to not get crushed.
Zorsashi, they're definitely like human shaped. But Murook, you can see pretty clearly that they have like grayish green skin. Patches are missing, and they're kind of shambling, and they're definitely zombies. And as you get closer,
I let the party know that
I say, oh boy, we got some undead up ahead.
Right.
Oh shoot.
Oh shoot!
As you get closer, they notice you. And I want everyone to roll initiative.
Yes, sir. I can't control my person. Oh, because I don't have my fingers or my thing selected. Never mind. Sorry, Joey.
Fingers.
But I guess I'm gonna be like over here. Actually, I guess here.
That's a lot of zombies rolling.
Yep. You see at least 3 in front of you breaking down the larger door. And you saw at least 2 kind of barge into the smaller door further to the west here, but one's kind of lingering outside. And got some new music here.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, creepy.
Well, they are zombies.
Okay, fair.
Right, Lemon, it's your turn first. The zombie that's not banging on the door kind of turns around and notices you.
Do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior?
I have time for it. It is Verikin. He is a zombie now.
Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna do that. And, is this common for you guys?
Pretty much.
Okay. And, guess he'll hurry over and try to smash you with the mole. Come on, move. There we go. Alright, sorry, computer's being a little laggy.
You're blame the controller.
I'm assuming a 22 hits for 10 bludgeoning damage.
Alright. So this zombie looks over his shoulder and is met with a maul across the face. And his jaw kind of like, just unhinged and just hanging by bits of flesh now on his face. Does he get 2 attacks?
Actually,
on D&D Beyond, it'll say at the very top of your actions thing with the.
Oh yes, I do actually.
Hey, you're not part of our D&D Beyond campaign. Oh, because I'm in Dragon of Icespire Peak. That's why.
Yeah, 15.
It's the same campaign. I just renamed it. Maybe you haven't refreshed in a while.
It's okay. View campaign. Oh, yep. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, never mind.
Where did that come from? Did a 15 hit?
That's it.
Okay. I don't know what this just tried to do. 12 damage.
12 damage. Yeah, that does hit. He kind of crumples to the ground.
Huh.
He attempts to stand back up. But he falls to the ground after the attempt. Make Papa proud to see your first combat by yourself.
Yes. All right.
I nod when you say that. Sorry.
So Sally does walks. She powers up and walks over here.
Mm-hmm.
Stands on top of the corpse of the zombie, and then launches a thunder wave at these two guys.
Okay. Con save. 7. 22. Did they take half damage?
Con save is 14.
Okay. Yeah.
And
so you take half damage on a fail? Or a save?
It isn't. Yeah, if they take half damage on a successful con save.
So.
And they don't get pushed back.
Pushed back into the wall. To the door. So this one takes a full 14, the one on the left. The other one takes half of that. From the shadows behind this cart, you see a shadowy visage appear. looks humanoid, has glowing yellow eyes, but you see where its leg should be, it kind of tapers off into a smoky trail.
Ooh.
Spooky ghost.
Dang, he's far away.
Let's see here. Ooh.
Nice. He looks like that king.
Passes. Yeah, he passes right through the cart as he floats towards Sally here.
Oh no!
Oh, big mistake, boyo.
Yeah. And he takes one of his hands, reaches out, and attempts to life drain you.
No.
So he rolls a 19.
Oh, that means you're dead. We're gonna need new Sally.
Yep.
I have AC of 17.
17. So he reaches out, and I know like Sally before was like just a construct built by Big Fellow, but have to assume she has some sort of a soul like the other Warforged do now.
Mm-hmm.
And the bit and strands of it just kind of appear from your body, and
You're
as his hand
breaking up, I
reaches
couldn't
out
hear
and
you.
gets absorbed. You're being life drained. It's not fun.
You broke up, but I didn't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I could hear the whole thing. It was very sad to hear.
Yeah.
What?
So you take 15 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Sally's
break the
newly
lion.
formed soul is in jeopardy.
I guess broke up a little bit. I did 15 necrotic damage, and then what happens?
Can't save.
Con save.
And by did, you took 15. Just to make sure that's clear.
It's unsettling, but you feel decent afterwards. Zyzzyx.
Zyzzyx is going to pop out into a giant boar. I'm going to hide myself over here. And paw the ground and charge at the thing that just hurt Sally.
Oh, wait a minute.
Make sure to fix your hit points.
Thank you. What are my max hit points for a giant boar? 42.
42.
42. And I am going to attempt to hit it with a... Let's see. If the boar moves at least 20 feet, yep, and hits with a tusk in the same, so I'm trying to hit it with a tusk attack.
Natural.
Out a natural 1.
You hit Sally.
That's not good.
You put a dent into her mech suit.
You're
Bring me up
distracted
lemon.
by Lemon's disbelief. And like, you kind of trip right before you
Oh no.
you reach this ghost.
And that was my turn because I didn't think to put a spell beforehand. So that was my turn.
Isn't that your whole thing that you keep trying to make sure you can do?
Whoops.
You'll get it one season.
Though not today.
But it is not this day.
So I turn into a boar, charge, and then trip. That's that.
So another one of these ghost things appear from the building and approach you. Zyzzyx Warthog.
Okay.
It does the same thing. It outreaches his hand
Good luck beating a 12 AC.
21.
Oh, just barely.
Barely. Take a 15 necrotic damage, and I wanted to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I mean, just poorly.
19.
Pretty tough.
Yeah. I'm a sensitive soul, though I seem pig-skinned.
I can tell. I see that soul being drained out of you.
These ghosts rolled good.
Yeah, clearly.
Because another one appears from some
jeez.
foliage by the door.
Please, Superman rolls good.
This
You
one
roll well.
hovers towards Murook. Reaches out his hand. 11 does not hit.
11 does no. No, it does not.
Zorsashi.
Oh, is it finally my turn?
Yeah.
Wow.
Six,
Maybe roll better and you can go earlier.
I was going to. This completely changes what I was going to do, but I'm going to go ahead and now that I can reach something within running distance because a giant boar, Sally, and Lemon are now no longer in the way, I'm going to go ahead and hex the weird creature that just attacked Murook.
Okay.
Ignore that thing. It'll probably roll with it. But
yeah, remind me what Hex does.
that's what I meant to put in the thing. So it's basically like Hunter's Mark, where basically I have marked it and I can move it when a thing dies, and it does extra damage when I hit it. So as well as I have some extra stuff I can do because I am a Warlock. So, and I am maintaining concentration. So I'll put a target on me. I'll move up here.
These ghost things, as they approach you, you just hear them in a cold whisper say, "Join us in death."
I unsheath my katana-looking weapon with it has this sort of a purple glow to it, a deep purple, less My Little Pony, more deep purple, and I will attack the now hexed creature. Oh, so close to that 20. 21 hit.
Yes.
Does 5 slashing damage, magical slashing damage, plus an additional 1d6. Which I'm rolling now.
Is your weapon magical?
Yes. It is my pack weapon.
Okay.
Which I assume I have made beforehand and have sheaths, so I didn't have to make it this combat.
Yeah.
So I do a
It's
total of 10
10
damage. 10 magical damage.
Well, it's the 5 is the necrotic damage, if that matters.
You're correct. I'm sorry, yes. This is necrotic damage. 5 magical slashing, 5 necrotic.
Okay, so it feels the damage from the magic weapons, but as the necrotic part of the attack comes in, it just seems to absorb it. Like you see it hits his body, and it just kind of shimmers for a second, and then absorbs throughout the rest of the body. So it doesn't take that damage.
Well, I shall have to think differently. And
yeah,
that will be my turn.
Alright.
Murook.
Alright, well, since this guy's right in front of me, don't have to do anything clever. I'm just going to hit it a few times. And yes, my weapon is magical.
Yep, +1.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
It takes 8 damage. I'm assuming that doesn't quite do it in, so I'm gonna.
No, he's still looks like a ghost.
All right. And then he takes another 11 damage.
It looks down and looks amazed that a mortal's weapon dared harm him. You gonna move?
I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I don't want it to attack me.
Zombie that was hitting the door.
Right.
All right.
Let's see these zombies, what they're gonna do. Can't be good.
The zombie that's close to the door enters the open door. You don't see him.
Uh-oh.
And you hear banging as they continue to bang on some sort of inner door that's in there now. This one will come up to Sally. Raise its arms. And you take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Aww.
I don't think you took the other damage.
I just added it.
Okay.
It was 5 damage, and then I added 3.
Lemon.
He's getting a little annoyed. I'm going to use one of these, and let's see, how do I get this to mention it? I am basically holding up the mole and enough, and the mole ends up just suddenly glowing white bright, and then rushes over to attack the 2 zombies going after Sally.
Hit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Hold on, let me check some real quick. Okay. Why is it rolling twice like that?
I only see it once, but check your beyond 20 settings.
I also only see the one.
Okay. 14 damage to the one on the right.
Right, it falls
Oh
over.
no, it is rolling. What weapon is it?
It's a mole.
So it does say it's rolling
that's right.
2d6.
Oh, that's right, some weapons, instead of just doing like a d12 or something, has 2d6.
Yeah, maul is 2d6 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Zombie falls over.
You just don't even know what your weapons can do.
Pretty much.
Big lump.
And 12, 15. For it to hit.
Well, it says 12.
Yeah, I know.
But that was it.
What I used earlier is giving a plus
Okay.
3 to hit. 14 damage.
Definitely hits. This one falls over dead. Re-dead.
Ha.
Twice dead.
Does he get back up?
Does not.
That's the best kind of dead.
It's dead before dawn. Dead before dawn.
It has gone to its final death.
So Sally, not liking this creature next to it draining her batteries, brings up her Thunder Gauntlets. Gives him a good going over with the fists.
It's
10 misses,
10
most likely.
Yeah, does not hit.
And then second attempt.
That one just misses.
Right, for 6 thunder damage.
thunder damage! Ho!
Just like the necrotic, he kind of absorbs part of that thunder damage. But only part of it. He's going to repay you in kind. 23.
That hits.
Take 22 necrotic damage.
Damn!
Oh, he ain't playing around.
Wow.
I'm not seeing your HP alter.
Well, let me try refreshing on this end.
I've noticed something recently with the D&D Beyond piping over is that you actually have to open the hit point panel. Doing the heal damage thing doesn't update the token, but if you open the actual panel by clicking on hit points, change it there, it will update. It's weird. I don't know what's causing that. I'm assuming some bug.
Right.
Give me a DC Constitution saving throw. You're good. Alright, Zyzzyx.
Alright, Zyzzyx is going to try to spear gore the one that attacks Sally. And he can't charge anymore, but 22 for 14 slashing. And before you ask, I am now at the level where my beast attacks do count as magic attacks.
Nice.
So, 14 slashing. And that's that. Zyzzyx is done.
Well, nice knowing him.
Well, he goes. He does that too.
So this one's gonna one to your left.
Okay.
It's gonna touch your boar skin.
Oh, good luck with a. Ooh, just barely. Yes.
Take 22 necrotic damage.
Wow.
Oi.
Ouch.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. How about a 22?
That's good.
These guys are doing some damage.
This wrath was intrigued by Chaka's singing. Floats towards him, taking 2 opportunity attacks.
About to say, I see some opportunity.
So if Zorsashi and Murook.
Oh, I crit.
Nice.
I completely whipped with a 10.
Wow. Are both of those things happening? And what's the plus?
Yeah.
Why is there a plus on your damage?
I
there?
crit.
Oh, it's making it clear that both of those things are happening. Okay.
Yeah. So 8 plus 7. So 15 damage.
Wow.
So he takes a big big chunk of its health, but attempts to lay his hands upon Chaka. With a 12, he's going to miss.
12 does miss, yeah.
Right, Zorsashi. The one that was next to you pretty hurt now.
So I tell them, finish this one off. I will help the others. As I will come over to here. I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade. Which, if I hit, will jump over to the next creature 5 feet with it. So let me now, with that, I will attack the creature I am next to. Sorry, I've never played this kind of character before, so this is all brand new to me.
Yeah, you have to do the melee attack first, then the Green Flame Blade.
Yeah. 9, I assume, is not going to hit.
Not hit.
Wow. Useless.
Does hit?
Does not
9
Does not hit. Okay.
Murook.
Well, hold on. My bonus action.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that didn't work, and I will I look over at the creature I've hexed, and I teleport next to him.
That's cool.
Like, disappears, goes there. And
Side note, Mark, your character sheet looks super cool. All the purple and the animated portrait.
Yeah.
Like,
And well, they just added dark mode, so it looks even cooler.
Yeah.
I'm in dark mode already.
Oh, okay. Well,
Right.
Plus he's a member, so he gets all these bonuses.
Well, clearly.
Like, you know what? I'm going to do this since I don't have a. I'm going to line up right here, and then I'm going to cast Lightning Lure on him. He needs to do a DC 12 Strength check.
Not that strong. 8.
He fails, and is pulled in my direction. He's pulled 10 feet in my direction, ending up 5 feet in front of me, and takes 15 lightning damage.
That's a lot of things happening.
There's a lot of damage.
more than I can do.
And who did you pull? The one next to Zorsashi?
Yeah, he gets pulled. He gets pulled 10 feet towards me.
Now,
and if he ends up within 5 feet of me, he took 15 lightning damage.
Now, if my understanding of the rules is correct, he does not invoke opportunity attacks because he didn't choose to move.
Yeah.
Correct. Forced movement. Not necessarily not choosing, but forced movement by somebody else.
Got it.
Cause of tax.
Good clarification.
Because that's how what's the bard thing? Dissonant Whispers works is that you are technically forcing somebody to run away, but it's not forced movement.
Yeah. Yep. Unfortunately,
that lightning is partially absorbed by its ghostly visage.
Oh.
You're the worst adventuring party ever for this.
I'm doing good with my magic tusks. Well,
and that's my turn.
Or inspiration.
That just happened. I was there for it.
I wasn't yellow enough.
I was about to say you're pretty washed out.
So you hear the banging in the front room. You hear some voices from within the inn. It kind of muffles because it's kind of far away, but you hear him say, "Barricade the doors! They're coming in!" You just continually hear the pounding.
So, just to clarify, while we can't see it, there was a zombie that went into this doorway, and it sounds like they're pounding on the door with some other inner door, but this door is still closed.
This door is still closed.
Okay.
Sally.
Alright, sensing a trend with the damage, Sally takes out her Ikla and tries to jab the ghost next to her twice.
Right.
Is her Ikla a magical weapon?
Yes, it is.
Oh, badass.
Okay.
It is, okay. Takes the full damage, and like its form is actually starting to dissipate a little bit. It's become a little more transparent. So it is now bloody.
Or as bloody as a ghost gets.
Yeah. Did you have a bonus action? I don't know what your new.
The bonus action. I don't have any bonus action that I want to use right now.
Okay. Wrath.
Do you mean Wraith?
Doesn't like that.
When you say Wrath, do you mean Wraith?
Did I say Wrath?
Yeah. Like 3 times now.
I've been trying to say the word ghost because you don't know what this creature is. But if I said the word wraith, then that was unintentional.
Well,
I do that all the time.
You said wrath 3 times.
You know, the wrath, the one that came out of the foliage. Or foliage, sorry.
Like, is there something like, is he using an ability called wrath?
Oh, he's acting rather wrathful.
He definitely is. Let's wrath this up.
Slave drain. Slave drain, Mrs. Zyzzyx.
Alright, Zyzzyx is going to take a very boring turn of, again, trying to gore the one in front of him that is in between him and Sally.
A boring?
Yeah, nice. I did. Shoot. 11.
Not hit.
Yep. And
You just pick some better animals.
God. Yes. And then he, you know what, just for fun, we're gonna move here, not out of anyone's, you know. Yeah. And that's my turn.
Does your animals get any extra attacks at higher levels? Or
They do. So the boar, yes, the bear gets a multi attack. Other things get multi attack, but the boar gets the charge thing, which he used and failed miserably with his one. So that's kind of
yeah. So it's based off the sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's his balance, is that he gets that charge attack.
If the I didn't know if the druid class may get extra attacks at some point.
Nope. Not as far as I know.
I just noticed, I think I missed my turn. I didn't go before Sally, did I?
You might not have.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you had any rolls.
Okay. If I can... No worries. I'm gonna make 2 more attacks at the one in front of Sally.
Nice.
Say
if he does end up killing it, then I will have used my wasted attack on the other one, and then so therefore everything is made right.
Both of those hit.
Uh, 13 and 13, and my weapon is not magical. Oh wait a minute. Now the thing that I did earlier, it imbued the weapon with positive energy, whatever that means.
So yeah, that definitely classifies it. Actually, that would.
Well, what's the ability that let you do that?
Oh yeah. It says if the weapon is not already magical, it becomes magical for the duration. So.
Right.
Okay, so it is.
Not to say that's a really very few abilities are purely flavor, so hopefully there's a mechanic involved.
I don't know. I'm rather surprised as to how many items there are that pretty much just emits light.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Now,
Goes to attack.
26 damage.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough. Hold on a minute.
Now remember, I didn't touch him, okay? So make sure that that's noted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit your boar body?
You know what? It actually does.
So you take 20 necrotic damage.
Dang. I was about to be able to use a special ability, but it took 20 instead. All right, so you said 20?
20.
All right, so I have 5 left, which means I am taking 5, and 15 is carrying over to poor little Zyzzyx here.
Give me a con saving throw.
Oh, shoot. Do I take it? Do I gift you the con as Zyzzyx? How does the stack work here?
As Zyzzyx.
Ah, dang it.
Roll high, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll above the thing. Ooh.
That's not a good move.
So as the life is drained from you, as the Lizardfolk, you feel yourself getting weaker.
I know. Guys,
And,
I don't
at
feel
the moment,
so good.
Your health cannot go above 30.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
so it does actual HP damage as well. Dang.
Max HP damage.
I really hope that a long rest fixes that.
It should.
But I don't think it will. I feel like I remember this from my DM days, and it's complicated. I hate these guys. All right. Hold on. I might have a bonus action.
Okay.
Give me just a second to see actions. Bonus actions. I do. I'm gonna try and once per short rest as a bonus action, I can make a bite attack. I'm gonna try and bite him because I'm mad. Does that hit 18? The guy to my right, in between me and Sally. Okay, it does 2. I have no idea if that counts as magical, but I do get to heal 1 HP, which won't help me because I can't go above 30.
Yep.
I have no idea if that's magical. I doubt it is.
It's not. It's an unarmed strike that modified for kind of
there you go.
Weapon.
That's how mad I am.
Murook, you feel some life being drained from you with a 24. You're gonna
It hits.
20 necrotic damage, and also do a con roll.
$20.
Yeah, you're good. You take 20 damage. Zorsashi.
Oof.
Second burst, same as the first.
It's not showing.
I'm going to custom modifier. I will cast Green Flame Blade, and this is the weapon attack that goes with Green Flame Blade.
15 hits.
Hits. For 13 magical slashing damage, the Green Flame Blade will do the following.
That'll be enough. Your green flame passes through its body, and the green fire kind of erupts all around this wrathy wraith.
The fire damage goes to... Sorry, let me just clarify. The fire damage goes to the one next to it, not to itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, slashing damage kills this one. It kind of evaporates.
Okay.
And 20 fire damage.
Yeah, I don't know where that second one came from, so it should just be the 11.
Not all of it. Takes a little bit of damage from the fire. Murook, the wraith in front of you.
I'm going to teleport back to with my. Well, let me hold on. Let me check my bonus actions. Again, new character. No, I'm just actually gonna. I'm just gonna move over here. That'll be the end of my turn.
You're saying?
The one in front of you looks like it's about to evaporate at any second.
Yep. I am going to. I'm going to whack it and see what happens.
Oh, just to butt in for a second. The second 9 damage from him is because you didn't take into account that your cantrip had leveled up, so you're doing 2d8 damage. Plus,
I'm going to hit the target subject to weapons normal effects, and you can cause green fire to leap from the target to a different creature of your choice. The second creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think it's rolling my normal.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's trying to. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to reread on that because I think it's.
Yeah, it boosts pretty well on level ups.
Anyways,
does 13 kill it?
13 will kill this one.
Have we decided that I can move and use the second attack? Since it's...
Yeah, that's how it works. You can move between attacks. That's the only thing you can do between your double attacks.
Wasn't sure about that either. Yeah, so your battle axe goes through it, and it kind of disintegrates into the atmosphere.
Then I move over to here and I attack this one.
Should he have taken more damage then?
I'm looking it up because it's a little. I think it actually is coded wrong, but I'm looking it up right now because here's what it's trying to do. After I fix up some modifiers, it seems to think that it does 1d8 damage to the target and then 1d8 plus my modifier to a second target. Oh, I see. At 5th level, it does an extra 1d8 to the fire. So it would have initially taken not 11, but an additional 8 damage to the normal target, and then 6 damage. No, actually, that's correct.
This is why I didn't take that spell.
Yeah, that's because I thought I was trying to fix it up. It does 6 damage to that second target rather than the 11. So give the 5 HP back. I see what it's doing. The normally it doesn't do a dice roll to the normal thing, but when it levels up, it does a dice roll to the normal thing. To the who you hit.
Oh, so that's like 2 separate. For some reason, if you wanted to only use one. Okay.
Yeah, so I see what it was. Yeah, so that I understand it now. Apologies for that, and I will be clear next time. And I have fixed up my modifier.
Yeah, I figured. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Chaka.
So Chaka rushes over here to the side of Murook and uses Dragon's Bane again with great gusto. How's the two-handed attack less damage?
Roll the dice.
You're not supposed to see them together, is why.
Yeah, you can set that up.
Oh, she attacks one-handed.
No.
Because your other hand got in the way.
You hear the pounding in the inside the building. You hear it go. They're almost through. Hold them back.
Guys, maybe we should get in there.
Well, Lemon's in the best spot to do that.
Although this particular doorway is
it's barred.
Yeah. I'm going to assume that you heroes can finish off this one, so I'm going to use a dash action and try to sprint over to the door because I think they need a little more assistance than 5 other people. So. Come on. Aggie website. There we go.
Right. You can right click and it'll
I think
if you help.
So I'm running over there to try to help out. Though that uses my action. Let me see if I can do any bonus actions real quick. Yeah, that's it for me.
Right. Sally.
Right. Sally takes out the Ikwa and throws it twice at the foul demon.
Hit. Hit. It is magical, right?
Yes, it's infused with a returning weapon.
It's starting to look hurt. Zyzzyx.
Well, shoot. Do we know? Has Lemon told us what he saw? Did he have enough time?
Not yet, no.
I guess we know that there's more things happening over there, though.
Yeah, you can hear the people screaming.
Okay. All right. Zyzzyx is going to cast Conjure Animals. 2 beasts of challenge rating 1 or lower is what we're going to go for. Sorry, Joe. I hope you had that ready to go.
2 weasels appear.
It is or lower.
2 wolves.
Oh, love it. All right. I would like to keep 1. So let's see. Where do they show? Doesn't it talk about where they show in the turn order? Some creatures are friendly. Blah, 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 blah.
I think I roll.
Okay. So, what does that mean?
That means it has a 17 initiative, so it missed its turn this round.
That's okay.
Or is it after you? I mean,
It does not say. It does not say that. Some creatures. Oh, roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turns. They obey any verbal commands that you issue. Yeah.
So, even though it rolled high, it's actually unlucky because it's actually near the end of.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. But I'm gonna, as part of my turn, I'm gonna issue a command: go help Lemon to 1 and eat this ghost to the other. So when that happens,
how much HP does these have?
These are dire wolves or just wolves?
Dire wolf.
37. Alright, so once they get their turn, so that was that. Do I have... Nope, my bonus action. I tried to bite. I've got nothing else for bonus. We are done. Hopefully that will that will help us later. And hopefully no one attacks me and makes me lose concentration! Alright.
Well...
Okay, let's see.
Let me guess. That just happens to be me? Oh, okay.
Murook, he reaches out. 13, I imagine, does not hit.
Not even close.
Zorsashi.
So, seeing that there's trouble brewing elsewhere, I am going to step a bit this way. I'm going to cast, or not cast, but use my Ghostly Gaze ability. Once per short rest, I can see through walls and objects up to 30 feet. So I want to be able to see what the hell is going on inside and everything.
You just see everything within 30 feet? That's small, or do you have to...
Well, yeah, so it
basically... a certain area?
Basically, I can see anything that is going to be within this cone here, or this sphere.
Realistically, you can't really see anything within that cone, but I would say you can look inside.
I mean, what I'm going to be doing is moving towards it, so I just want to let you know.
Okay.
Because I will be heading this way and sort of jumping on top of this. I can take the attack of opportunity if needed.
He's gonna... 11. Yeah, so you look through the walls, you see about 8 or 9 humanoid figures inside. Some are huddled in the corner. Some are pressing up against the door, trying to bar the zombies out. But you definitely see that the zombies are, like, literally breaking down the wooden doors, like, breaking them into pieces.
And with that, I would also like to move my hex to the zombie I can see here. And that's a bonus action.
Murook.
Alright, I'm about done with this guy, and I just want him gone, so I'm just gonna hit him. So 27 and 13 damage.
Still around, though.
Alright. One more time. 21, doing 13 damage.
That's pretty hurt.
I can't really move, but I can kind of work my way around and be ready to move. Oh yeah, that's pretty much. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity. 20.
Well, he already used it, so you can naturally safely move.
Oh, okay. 5.
Oh, he did try to attack 15, me, I assume missed.
20, 25, 30, 35, okay. 40. Alright. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, Chaka.
Alright. Chaka, once again, uses the mighty Dragon's Bane to cleave this foe in two.
In twain is the word.
But it is still, quote-unquote, standing.
Damn it! But so since it already did its attack of opportunity, it can't do anything else, right? If that's the case, I will dash over here next to Lemon.
Well, you're already attacked, so you can't dash.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I'll stay there.
Yeah.
You can move, but you can't dash.
Nuts. Then I can't get that far.
So, Lemon, you see that these two zombies have finally broken through this door. And, the next turn, they're going to make their way into the building.
So the door has been busted down now, but they can't. That was their action and stuff, so they can't.
How did Sally get a 20?
Oh, Sally and Lemon both had 20s. Just the turn
Oh, okay.
got stopped.
Alrighty.
So I think. Do you want to go first?
Nope, ladies first.
All right.
The door is broken down
Okay.
into the building. Sally.
The one to our south directly?
No,
Yeah.
the one.
The one over.
Gotcha.
With the zombies that we as players.
Okay, sorry.
Again, Sally tosses the Ikwa twice.
Hmm.
17 one hits. This one has returning on it, right? That's why you're able to attack twice.
With the same weapon. You added the boomerang ability to it, correct, Chris?
It returns to my hand after being thrown.
Okay. This Wraith.
There you go.
Disappears, but before it goes, turns to you and go, "One soon you shall all serve Merkel."
Merkel.
I'm pretty sure that's the name.
Isn't that a pubic wig? That's a
That
Merkel.
sounds silly, but I think it's Merkel. I should double check, but I'm dead. I think it's
Steve Merkel?
Yeah.
Did I do that?
Lemon, your turn.
I am not going to risk hitting a miss, so 5, 10, 18. I'm going to rush in front of them, turn to face them, and
Don't forget your inspiration.
won't help in this case, sadly. I am going to basically shout, be gone, and I will cast Turn Undead.
Ooh.
So they have to make a Wisdom saving throw of DC 14. On a failure, they are basically they have fear effect on me or against me.
Wisdom does
Well-
not look like their strong suit.
Nah.
12 and 11. What was the DC?
14. So they are now terrified of me and have to let's see.
Frightened means
moving
they
away.
Yep.
Actually,
No. They can't move closer. He'll read it. Mark, look it up.
So inside the tavern, you see a bunch of scared commoners.
Children?
No children. Although you do see a halfling in there. But they're kind of like look in wonder as you run past these zombies and go, "Be gone!" And the zombies actually stop.
And I do want to point out one difference from the frightened effect is that it literally does have to spend its turn trying to move as far away from Lemon as it can.
And can't take reactions.
So it's a different than frightened because it has to
Correct.
actively move away.
Okay. Yeah, I just read that.
It can only take the dash action to try and escape.
Turn Undead, not Scare Undead.
Oh.
Oogie oogie ooh.
You want to play this out, or you want me to?
I actually have something I want to do on my turn.
Okay.
He's basically just bulwarking the entrance to keep them from leaving, or from getting further in, and using that to try to scare them away from the entrance.
Yeah. All right, it's your wolf's turn.
Okay, they're just are gonna position themselves about there and there. Actually, they don't know what just happened, so let's see. Let me see how far they can move from where they were. 32. Nice. Okay, so 50. And wait, no. Go back. You can go. If I am not mistaken, both can get into here and up to these zombies and chomp on them. How do you...
50
yeah, 50 is their movement. Okay. They are each going to try to bite, and would you say that at least one of each wolf's allies is within 5 feet of the... No, they're not actually, the way they're spread out. Dang it! I'm really bad at managing wolves.
5 feet.
Yeah,
I am technically within 5 feet.
And you know what?
Wait, hold on. This is pack tactics?
Yes, Lemon
is
triggering my pack tactics. Okay.
For both of them, yes.
Wonderful. So, the left
right.
one...
It's the enemy.
Correct.
Yeah.
So left one and the right one. So left one did 15 and the right one did 19. Did either of those two hit?
Yeah.
Did both hit?
Both hit.
Okay, left zombie took 10 piercing and right zombie took 12 piercing of a little chomp-a-chomp.
Alright.
And that is the wolves' turn because they're so good at biting.
If zombies who look confused, they're like, "What's going on?"
We just wanted to get burial service.
You shall not pass.
But you also shall not turn around either. It's kind of a whole weird thing.
Actually, it mentions that if they have nowhere to move, they can use the dodge action.
It also doesn't say that they can't, like, run away taking opportunity attacks.
It says they can't take... Yeah.
Yep.
But it's not their turn.
Oh.
Yeah. Zyzzyx.
Oh, shoot. How far can Zyzzyx move? Zyzzyx uses move and dash to move here. Hey, wolves, what you... Oh, zombies! That's his turn.
Zorsashi.
So, do I see any other zombies other than those two?
You do not.
Okay, bonus action. I teleport to here.
You just get to teleport all over the place.
I can teleport...
You're able to do that through a wall?
I can see. As a bonus action, you magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see within 5 feet of the target, cursed by my hex or other curse feature. And that's whole why I went with my guy can see a whole bunch of shit.
Okay.
Sound.
So yeah, this is my synergy. So, teleport.
That was his hand over the eyes trick.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has extra.
I'll explain it. I'll explain
Full
it a bit.
circle.
I technically didn't do it then, but yeah, I can see through walls right now. But now I will go ahead and do my green flame blade at. I will target the one just below me with my normal attack. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, we're about
That's
done
gonna hit.
after this.
So 25 to hit for 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the green flame blade. The one below me gets an additional 5 damage, and the one to the right of me gets 6 damage, plus actually another 1d6, because it is hexed, but I assume it's not going to do anything. So the one below me gets 13, the one to the right gets 8, 2 of which is necrotic.
And Murook, you can't really squeeze your way in there.
Actually, I was going to ask if Zorsashi could move just a little bit, so I could get in there.
Uh-oh.
I'll get there.
Should be pretty easy to finish this one off.
Now you're jinxed it. 2 threes.
Yeah, I'm just going to hit with 2 melee attacks.
Might be impossible.
16
And
and 16.
16.
Will
Do you
he
think
get back
21
up?
damage will finish him?
But
I think
will he
it-
get back up? He's a zombie. Nope.
Nope.
You want me to do it? I'll do it.
Let's see it. Roll it.
Do it.
Roll it. Alright, you're building the suspense too much.
Mm-hmm.
He gets back up.
No!
Both of them?
This one. We could have been
So
done.
I mean, after both rolls.
Does the 9 damage kill him the first time?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the 12.
I love it. That's
And
good
then the
flavor.
12 kills
That is
him
good
again?
Flavor. All right. That's good flavor.
He knocked back down, but he got up again.
You're never gonna keep him down, except after the second one.
Yeah. Never gonna keep it. Ooh. Oh, never mind.
He's gonna be
I think
kept
he's
down.
dead.
And these tavern goers are just presented with the sight of a glowing radiant man that just warded off 2 zombies, a gigantic elephant man flanked by 2 fey direwolves, and the occupants just erupt into applause.
Are you all okay?
He goes, "We are now,"
Nice.
and that's what we'll call it for tonight.
Yay!
Yay! I'm excited
With that,
for our next campaign.
last thing I would like to do, so it's set up for the next thing, is that I would like to move my hex to Zyzzyx.
Wait.
So we can see whatever you're doing.
Not so much that, but I want to put it on somebody and hopefully hold on to it for an hour, which may not be a problem. But then
That's
I'll just
fair.
teleport. I can teleport next to you whenever I need to.
But also, don't you roll like an extra 1d6 if you attack me?
Yeah. So don't piss me off.
Okay.
That tail flick to the nose will be lethal.
And I didn't spy and find out what room you're in. That wasn't me. That was someone else.
And after a minute, my sight goes away.
All right. It's been fun. It's been great. I gotta go. Bye.
Have a good one.
Yeah, it's a little late.
Goodbye.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone.